Even by my standards, this is a pretty stupid video idea. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. Today we are going to be running MEW, but the only move we're going to have is Metronome, and the only move the enemy is going to have is Metronome. We are going to do Metronome only from start to finish with unlimited PP, and who knows how long this is going to take. We could end up getting really good luck the entire way through, or we could be here for flaming hours, and I am all ready for it. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm terrified of what's going to happen. Anyway, should we take a look at the stats of our MEW? We are perfectly well-rounded, level 5, 26 HP, holding a berry, ignore that pound. We will just be using Metronome, 16 in everything. So let's get this challenge underway. I have no idea why I am doing this. Well, I do know why. It's April Fool's Day, but that doesn't explain why I'm allowing myself to put myself through this level of torture. If you do enjoy this video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more videos of differing quality to this, then please do make sure to click the subscribe button. All you MEW fans as well, don't worry, MEW will get a proper challenge in the future. This is just for a bit of fun. This run is not canon in the slightest, because we are going to be seeing one move only selected by both of us, i.e. me and the enemy, and that is going to be Metronome. We'll see it in action now against the first rival battle. Now, I've given him Totodile because technically the Totodile would have Bite. We focus our energy and then Sludge as Octazooka hits. We use a Nightmare and we get Smokescreen back. We miss our Stomp, Double Edge hits us. We recover with a Berry. We're meditating now. That's very good, isn't it? And Sacred Fire finishes off the Totodile. There we go. We are through the first rival battle. Let us get out of here and let's make our way back to the lab. Now, that was a single battle with a single Pokemon. Goodness knows how it's going to be against some of the later opponents. That is why I've decided to code Metronome with infinite PP on both sides. I don't ever want to see struggle. I just want to see RNG nonsense at its finest. It can pull from most moves in the game, and we have no idea what is going to happen in each battle. We are going to take on our first mandatory trainer battle now. This is youngster Mikey. We're going to start off with a return. He barrages us, and then we sand attack. We are taking from Karen. We blow some bubbles, and out comes the rat. We roar at it as it belly drums, but we knock it out before it gets a chance to completely decimate us. We're going to run from this ladybird because I'm an absolute wimp and it might be a bomb. Let us get to Violet City. This is the stupidest idea I have ever had for a video. Why am I even bothering with things like the Bitterberry? There's no point. Let's get ourselves into the first gym. This is Birdkeeper Abe. He has a Spearow. It has high attack. We Dragon Rage it though and we get rid of it in one. Absolutely fantastic. Come on, Rod. You've got 2 Pokemon. 2 is a terrifying number in this type of challenge. We water gun all over the Pidgey as it submissions us, and now we've gone to sleep. We're taking a nap. Why not? Pidgey's found some swipes to Fury at us. We're going to burn it, and we have been swaggered. We whirlwind as it twists us. We are getting all the weather at once. We are confused. We use a Fury Cutter. It goes for Light Screen, and we knock it out with Vise Grip. Out comes the next one. We miss our Mega Punch, but we're going to boost our attack. We blast it with Fire. Fissure doesn't matter. We get clamped, and we get knocked out. Should we try that again? Maybe it is worth us going for a quick heal, just in case. We'll see what happens. This is going to be attempt number 2 at Birdkeeper Rod. Let's see what the RNG throws at us this time. We're going to start off by looking at it funny as Sonic Boom hits us. Light Screen goes up, we use False Swipe, and Powder Snow knocks it out. We grow to level 9, and we minimalise. That does mean that we are at least going to have a fair amount of moves miss us, and we do eventually get through courtesy of Pin Missile of all things. In for another heal, we're going to need it. We need the HP. Do we have a berry? Please tell me we have a berry. We do have a berry. We are going to give that berry and we are going to go into our next gym battle. For some reason, we don't have the Pokédex either. Don't ask why. Didn't happen. Don't know what's happened there. We Mega Horn and we miss. We get smogged, but we've confused the Pidgey. We use Beat Up, but we've only got one Pokemon in the party, so it does nothing. We get some extra money, though, as Magnitude hits. We start to glow as the Sky Attack hits, and we're on to Pidgeotto. We make a substitute and then barrage it. It uses Seismic Toss to get rid of our substitutes, so we focus our energy and give the Pidgeotto a bit of a smooch. We sludge it as it stays asleep. We use Strength, and we get through Falkner. We get 18 extra Pokédollars for that, and we have a time of 4 minutes and 33 seconds. Oh, goodness me. I have now fixed the Pokédex issue, and we can move on with this challenge. Only one reset through the first gym is not bad considering what we're doing. Let us now start making our way towards Azalea Town. I think in this one we're not going to bother with too many battles in the slightest. I don't think it's going to help us whatsoever. It's all going to be down to luck. We'll get that Super Potion though, and we will keep making our way further towards the Union Cave. In here we will stick on... We forgot our Repel. Let's just hope for very few encounters. Doesn't really matter. This run is not canon. It doesn't mean too much in the grand scheme of things. It's just a little bit of fun for April Fool's Day. Oh, look at that. We get so many steps without an encounter there. We are going to only focus on trainers with very few Pokemon. We will get ourselves some potions and we'll get some repels as well. Don't really need too many of those at the moment. We'll chat with Kurt, and now we have the horrible Team Rocket section coming up. So many Pokemon all waiting to use Metronome. We'll see how we get on. We're starting off with a rat. We make it very slow as a whirlwind comes out to play. We flail at it as it drinks an egg. Fisher fails, and we slam it in the face and knock it out. Stomp comes out to play as it hits us with a Psywave. We try and get out of the battle, but it doesn't happen. We lower our head, and then we whack it with our brains. There is the first rocket done. On to Rocket Grunt number 2. We slam it with our body and we paralyze it. It tries to make a substitute, but it doesn't happen. We've been charmed in the mix, but Nightshade saves the day. We try and smog an Ekans, which was really a bad idea. We then try and sludge bomb it as it hits us with thunder. We beat it up very poorly. Another side wave comes out to play. We're statusing each other as we get poisoned. We punch it with ice, and we have defeated that grunt. We'll use a potion, and we'll use that full heal. We'll grab this Super Potion, and we are on to Grunt number 3. The fun continues. This one's got 3 Pokemon. Oh, God. Poison Sting, into Smog, into Ember, into Water Gun. We flail it, and here comes a Zubat. We set up the sun. We must be trying for a sunny day. We try and Mud Slap it. That wasn't sensible. Oh, we've nerfed our own Waterfall. Brilliant. We try and Fisher it. Again, it doesn't work, but an Aeroblast does. We're on to the last Zubat. We use Swords Dance. We're clearly trying to use a physical Fire Blast there, and we get through it. Let's take on this last rocket. How bad can it be? It's only one Pokemon. We bubble it. That didn't do much. Try better. Cross Chop. Not great. Spike Cannon hits us 4 times. We Body Slam it into Blizzard, into a Rock Throw, into a Smoke Screen, into a Rolling Kick, and we are through. Right. Well, that was painful, wasn't it? Let's go into gym number 2. Kurt's healed us. Hasn't healed whatever part of my brain told me to do this, though. We Mach Punch a Spider. Very clever. We use Mirror Move. Didn't work. We get some rain going. We Rolling Kick it as we've been poisoned. We try Fury Cutter. We Rock Slide it. That gets rid of it, just like that. Ladybug comes out to play. We give it a smooch. We use a substitute. Don't know why. We roar, it doesn't do anything, and we get knocked out again. Let's try that again, shall we? This is the twins for the second time. They lead with Spinarak. High jump kick, not very good. Rock throw, brilliant. We get through the first twins. Onto the Ladybird. We're meditating, maybe we're going to throw some rocks at it, or we can just attack it furiously. Even better, we're going to take the other way around this time, because I think Josh is going to be easier. We start with a Rock Slide, and we one-shot. That's more like it, Mew. Oh, we've been caught by bloody Benny. Here we go. What's he going to be offering us? We Vine Whip the Weedle. Very, very, very clever move there. Thunder Punch hits us, we try attack it, and we are on to the Kakuna. We take a nap, because obviously we're very, very tired at this point. Kakuna gets super effective Shadow Ball, and then flies up in the air. We ignite it with a Flamethrower, growing up to level 15, and out comes the Beedrill. We go boom! And we get knocked out. There's our first explosion of the challenge. We miss our Aeroblast, but we do hit with Magnitude, and we are on to the Beedrill. We stomp it, it uses Super Fang, we fly up high, and we knock Beedrill out. We grow up to level 15. Out comes Kakuna. We have been given a nap this time, and we've also been Leech Seeded. This is not looking good at the moment. We wake up, we use a Thunderbolt though, and we one-shot. We are through Bugcatcher Benny. We do need a heal though. Let us revive our HP back up to a sensible level, and we'll now take on Bugsy. Gym Leader number 2, Bug-type Specialist, leads with Metapod. We use Magnitude, doesn't do much, and he regains his health, so we confuse the Metapod. We use an Icy Wind, and it hits itself in confusion, Takedown misses, and now we cannot escape. Dragon Rage saves the day. As the Scyther comes out, we start slapping it, and we give it an Aurora Beam to the face. A Fire Punch finishes it off. We use Twister, it uses Hydro Pump, and then we say, ha, we've got a Water-type move with a Waterfall. We get through Bugsy on our first try, 10 minutes and 23 seconds. Let's get out of here. Let's get on with Rival 2. I'm not going to bother to heal, you never know, we might rest. We might recover, we might Milk Drink. He leads with Ghastly. We surf on it, and we one-shot. Zubat's next. Beat Up, terrible. Mega Kick, good. We're on to Croconaw now. We use Double Team as it uses Attracts. We're setting up here. All the setup. Even more setup. Not so much setup this time, but more setup now. And we go bang again. For goodness sake. We'd got ourselves stacked and we were like, yeah, let's become a bomb. We're glowing and we Sky Attack the Ghastly away. Out comes the Zubat. We give it a flash because we're rude. It reads our mind, we try slapping it with mud, and we can Muck Punch it. We're confused, so am I, Mew, so am I. We swipe it furiously. We hit ourselves in confusion. We use an Icy Wind, we eliminate it. Out comes the Croconaw. We send it to sleep, we use a Mega Horn, and we are going to get... I'm frustrated too, Mew. We fly it, and we defeat it. There we go. I'm knackered already. Let's do another heal. I think we need to buy some more repels as well. I didn't buy too many before. Let's buy another... that amount, 6. It's not like we're going to be making fast progress anyway. Let us use a repel up here, and we'll start making our way through the Ilex Forest. I have no idea what is going to come up. I am loving this run though. It is... hurting my brain, but also, it's just fun. Like, Mew is the perfect Pokemon to do this kind of challenge with because it's perfect all-round stats of 100 in each. So, like, it doesn't matter what type of attack we pull, we are still going to be doing decent damage. We just don't know what type of attack we're going to pull until after the fact. We are going to try and make our way through here. I think we will take on Todd, because Todd's only got a Psyduck, so the chances of us getting knocked out are fairly slim. We use Synthesis at full HP. Brilliant. Just what we wanted. We use Rage. Not going to bang. Again. Try again with Specsavers. Hopefully this time we won't go bang. Bubble Beam on a duck. Very clever. Full Swipe. Extreme Speed. There we go. I ready XN. Thought we were going to be blowing up for what, the 3rd or 4th time? I could have had an explosion counter, but I think it would end up being more frustrating than anything else. We're still going to get the bike, we're still going to treat the movement as a regular old challenge run, but the rest of it we'll have to blummin' see. Oh, and it's thundering outside now. Just what we want during this challenge. Maybe the air has heard that we're going boom. Razor Wind misses, we've been sent to sleep. Hydro Pump from a Slowpoke, so it had Stab, still did very little damage. Fury Swipes, in fact, did more. We're going on a very long nap. We use Spark and we get rid of the Slowpoke. We grow up to 18. And we slash all over the other one. Guillotine finishes it off. And we can move on to the next trainer. He's got a Magnemite. We flail it, doesn't do much. Payday doesn't do much either. Solar Beam doesn't hit us. And we use a quad weak Bone Rush. We use Ancient Power against the Voltorb, but we one-shot so we don't get the Omni Boost. We confuse this Magnemite after an Encore. Horn Drill is a one-hit wonder though. And we can move on to the second Magnemite. We're locked into Petal Dance. We get the win. Pick up some more money because apparently a Payday was in there. We'll get the Coin Case. And we will now engage Isaac in battle. We are locked into rollout. Will it let us down? No, it won't. We defeat Isaac, and that means we can get out of here. We will go and grab the Rental Abra and wish we could use Abra in this challenge at this point. But no, we cannot. It is just a Mew. Let us also then do a quick pit stop for some health, because goodness knows we need it. And we'll start heading north. We don't want to take... Do we want to take on Kim? She's only got one. We're taking on Kim. She's got a Vulpix. Hydro Pump, please. Triple Kick. Triple Kick. Steel Wing. Smog. Magnitude. There we go. Kim's down. Her reign of terror's ended. We don't want to take on either of these. They've got too many Pokemon. Oh, my timing. There we go. Who's only got one in here? Oh, there's that Raichu man, isn't there? We'll go for him. He's got one Pokemon. How bad can he be? Famous last words, I know. He leads with Raichu. Fire Blast. We burn it. Psywave finishes it off. Brilliant. William is defeated. We get some extra experience from that. Don't want to take on either of these, so we'll just chop down the grass. Actually, no, the Tangler could be good. If we hit it with a special move, it'll just keel over. Right, we're getting fast, and we can just Horn Drill. That works. Chat with Floria. And we shall Rental Abra our way back to Goldenrod. Into the Pokemon Center we go. And we will make our way in to gym number 3. This is the normal type gym, but I can tell you everything in here is going to be very abnormal today. We do have to get through last carry. She's got a Snubble. We Thunder Wave it. That's good. Maybe. Super Fang does a lot of damage. We've Parafused it. Swift finishes it off. Good stuff. On to Whitney. She is a normal type specialist. She leads with Clefairy that does actually naturally have Metronome. We peck it. It becomes a bomb. It went bang. We regain our health. Flame Wheel on the cow. Recover. We're back to full health. Sacred Fire didn't burn. We Ice Beam it. She uses Dragon Rage. We drink it. Supersonic misses. We've hit her with Supersonic. She hits us with a rock. And we take some acid to finish it off. Oh, Whitney, you had every chance in the world there, and it just didn't work. 17 minutes and 13 seconds for the plain badge. I am now going to take another quick heal in the Pokemon Center after getting the Squirt Bottle, and then we can start making our way towards Olivine City. I don't think there's any point in battling that Pseudo-Widow. And I don't think we're going to be able to do quick Ecruteak today. I'm still going to get up the Lighthouse first, but I have a feeling we will be needing that Ecruteak Pokemon Center just by virtue of Metronome screwing us over. You know what? We will take on Olivia. She's got a quad weakness. We might Metronome a Grass-type move. Stranger things have happened. Super Fang's a good start. Return's not so great against a Corsola. Neither's Light Screen. We've charmed it. Pin Missile? No, we're not getting a Grass-type move, are we? Drink it! Go on! Or Pursuit, that'll work. Olivia is down. We will get the Mince Berry. And we will also get the Nugget. I'm picking up these berries mostly for bag heals as opposed to holding them in battle, because we don't know what the enemies are going to have. We Hydro Pump a Pikachu and we one-shot it. That is what we like to see. What about Derek? What have you got for us with your Pikachu? Anything good? Well, we've Paydayed. It hits us with a Whirlpool. We regain our health. We use Faint Attack and it disappears, growing up there to level 21. Let's get ourselves into Olivine City now. The rival's going to have a chat with us. He doesn't know what's about to hit him soon. We'll go and buy our super repels as we normally do, just the 11. We will go and chat with the burly man, make sure we get his phone number, and with that we will go into the Pokemon Center, do a very quick heal, and it's time to start climbing this lighthouse. Goodness knows how long this is going to take. It all depends on the RNG. We start off with Alfred, fairly bulky Noctowl here, so we'll stomp on its face. We'll then look at it funny, and Shadow Ball does nothing, but his Shadow Ball does something to us. We peck it, but it's sent itself to sleep. We glare at it and we set up a double team. Hyper Beam does a lot of damage, but we get bitten, it screams bloody murder at us, and we have finally knocked it out. We're going to use some bag heals here, get ourselves back up to 74, that'll be fine, you never know. We might end up regaining health in this next battle. Up next is Preston. What are we going to do? We're going to swear at it as it uses Ancient Power. We set up a Reflect, and then we use a Sonic Boom. We use Psychic to knock it out, and we're on to the second one. A Wing Attack does a lot of damage, but Spark has paralysed us. Our Reflect has faded. We throw a rock, but we miss, but we hit with a Bolt of Lightning. We're going to need to leave. We're going to need to heal. Back to the Pokemon Center we go. Nurse Joy is thinking, what on earth is going on? How did you get paralysed by a Growlithe? Well, we don't really know. Something strange is happening in Johto. There's weirdness in the atmosphere. But at least we're through him. Connie, do your bloody worst. She is our next trainer. We try attack. She set up a double team, so we'll paralyse it. It takes in Sunlight, but it's fully paralysed. And a Spike Cannon saves the day. We'll get the Ether, not that we need it, so we can sell it for money though, and we'll get this Super Repel. We'll have a little chat with Jazz. She doesn't know what's going on either, so she's just asking for some medicine. We'll get the rare candy, and we shall escape rope out of here. With that, we'll cycle back now to Ecruteak City, where we have to take on the rival. Whether we want to or not, we'll avoid Birdkeeper Toby here. We don't want to take him on. But we do need to go in to the Burnt Tower. Hey, have you seen what's going on? No, he hasn't. He's oblivious. He's just thinking of Suicune. He's got a problem, really. Let's take on rival number 3. He's going to lead with Haunter. We used Guillotine, but it didn't affect. We've been sand attacked because the rival has been taking lessons from Karen. We've used a bunch of moves that the Haunter is unaffected by, and Acid does next to nothing. We blow some wind at it. We shroud ourselves in mist, and we try and set fire to it. We have been leech seeded. I think we're taking a reset here. On to this again. We are getting bad luck at the moment, really, aren't we? Moonlight. We're confused. I'm confused. Are you confused? I wouldn't blame you if you're confused. This is not exactly an easy thing to follow, is it? Pursuit. That is good, but we're taking a nap. Headbutt hits us. He's baton passed. That's probably confused him more than it confused us. Dragon Rage takes us down to 7, but we do synthesize. Drill Peck does a fair amount of damage. We've been licked. A Hyper Beam doesn't do too much. And we're caught in fire now. That means we have to take a reset. Guillotine misses and we've been mudslapped. I'm taking a reset there. Let's try again. I've just saved a state at the start of this battle now. Rollout. We like rollout. It can be consistent. We get through 1. We get through the Croconaw. We grow to 23. We miss against the Magnemite, but we hit a Bone Rush. Brilliant. Zubat comes out. Dragon Breath paralyzes it. Fury Swipes. We're through. Thank goodness for that. Oh, that was horrible, wasn't it? Let's release those beasts. Let's get out of here. I'll take on the gym trainers and we'll meet up for Morty. Before Morty, we are going to take on the Kimono Girls, actually. They're going to be easier. They've only got 1 Pokemon each. They're easier in theory, anyway. If we use Perish Song, that's not good. Perish Song into Rest. Oh, dear. At least we get the break in between each of these. Spike Cannon. Not bad. Wing Attack. We're through 1. We are 20% of the way towards getting through these Kimono Girls. On to Sayo. Come on, do something fun. Pursuit. Very good start. Supersonic. Yes, confuse that Espeon. Ancient's Power. We get the victory. 40% of the way there. Let's try Umbreon. Vital Throw. Transform. Lovely Kiss. Kinesis and Barrier. Twineedle. Super effective. Get played, Zuki. Now we have good old Cooney. What are you going to do? We're going to regain our health. And then we're going to punch you. That's exactly how that went on. We're paralysed and we've been sent to sleep. She tries to send us to sleep again. We've been mud-slapped and she's sharpening her Vaporeon. Sounds kind of painful. Thank goodness we woke up before that nightmare hit. We've hit ourselves in confusion. Vaporeon swearing, presumably due to the pain of being sharpened. We get a Dragon Rage and we are taking a bloody heal. Let us take that heal and we'll get back in for the Jolteon. Oh, how's this one going to go? What's your name again, Mickey? Please be kind. We'll slash all over it, that'll do. Let us get the raft and HMO3. And I will now make my way in to the gym. After a surprisingly painless set of gym trainers, we found ourselves in front of Morty. He is the Ghost-type specialist of Ecruteak City. He leads with Ghastly. We Shadow Ball. Brilliant start. Onto the Haunter. Synthesis means nothing and we've been poisoned. We Blizzard the Haunter though, and we've locked into Petal Dance. Not really a great move against a Poison-type Pokemon Mew, I've got to be honest. And I think we might be taking a reset. Just like that. Still, I think this is easily beatable. Will it be beatable quickly? Who knows? But it's definitely beatable. Side Beam to the face. Good start. Metal Claw doesn't mean too much. We've transformed into Haunter, so at least now we do get some type resistances. We are on to the Gengar. Wing Attack hits us. We've Mud-slapped it. D-Punch doesn't affect us, but neither does Vital Throw. We've Blizzarded, and we are out of PP, apparently. Didn't know that was a thing. We're going to have to rely on that. Well, Morty through. Couldn't have expected that. It seems like PP is still being consumed, and because we transformed, we ran out of PP quickly. So if you're wondering what happens if you use Metronome and you run out of PP somehow, it just says the move is out of PP. You learn something new every single day. Now, I don't know if it's worth taking on Miller. Why not? In for a penny, in for a bloody pound. At this point, anyway. By the way, it was 31-11 for the Fog Badge. Miller leads with Nidoking. We Dragon Rage it, and he Pain Splits. You horrible, horrible man, Miller. We've been poisoned, we've locked on, we get drunk. Spark does nothing. We take a reset. 18 resets up until this point, by the way. Quick Attack does a fair amount. Thunderbolt doesn't paralyze. We have Heal Belled for some reason, and a Blizzard finishes it off. We minimalize as Twineedle misses. We try and get out of here. I know how you feel, Mew, don't worry. We're locked into rollout, a not very effective rollout against the Nidoqueen. She's set up a Sandstorm for no good reason. She's going to potentially knock herself out, but instead we get through by virtue of defeating Miller with our last move. Now, we do need to heal in this Pokemon Center. I wish we didn't, but such is life. We've got to make our way up to the Lake of Rage next. Let us stick on a Repel. We will go up here first and foremost to grab the rare candy and the full restore. We're going to need a lot of healing items in this challenge. I'm not even going to bother with vitamins. I'm just going to buy heals, and as many of them as I blooming can, because we are going to be bag healing an awful lot in this challenge. That is for absolute blooming sure. Are we still wearing a Repel? No, we're not. We'll set up another Repel as we go to the red Gyarados. 5 levels under-leveled. Surely this won't end badly. We've seeded the Gyarados. Good start. We're regaining health. It just used a regular Hyper Beam. It's cheating. Sonic Boom doesn't do too much. Constrict doesn't either. And a Thunder Shock finishes it off. Obtaining the red scale, we'll chat with Lance. He's confused. I'm confused. Everyone's confused. And while we're at it, we will take on this old Pokemaniac Ron as well. He's got a Nidoking. I think we'll be fine, maybe. We'll try to send it to sleep. It didn't work. We've been clamped, but a guillotine ruins his day. Let us now get back towards Mahogany Town. We're going to do the hideout now. We need the levels. I'll do a quick heal. I'll get through it eventually. And I'll meet you on the other side. We only took a few resets in here, mostly because we decided we wanted to go out with a bang. A couple of times at the end of a battle, but it wasn't anywhere near as painful as I thought it would be here in the rocket section. And that means we can get out of there. We'll do a quick heal, and while we're in the neighbourhood, we'll take on Pryce. I am going to take on Roxanne as well. She's only got a jinx. If we hit it with a physical move, it will go down, but we've started with a special move. We're locking on now, though, and we have used her signature move against her. We're trying to double sleep her, we've pecked her, and we are boosting our special defense. There we go, Roxanne is defeated. I am going to take another heal, because Pryce has 3 Pokemon. And goodness knows how long it's going to take to get through all 3 of them. This is Pryce. He is Gym Leader 5, maybe, question mark, Ice-type Specialist. Leads with Seal. Metal Claw, not a good move against Seal. We've sent it to sleep, though. We are boosting our evasion, and we're using a Sonic Boom. Fury Swipes has missed because it's terrible. We're trying to trap it with fire. And we finish it off with an Aero Blast. Out comes the Dugong. We try Bubble Beam as we get hit by a Fire Punch. We do increase our HP, though, courtesy of a milk drink. We've locked ourselves into Outrage, and that does finish off the Dugong. We're confused as the Pilot Swine comes out. We get hit by Dynamic Punch, but we're already confused. What are you going to do? Confuse us more? We use Vise Grip against it as it uses Submission. We hit it with a Rolling Kick, and we defeat Pryce. Glacier Badge acquired in 42 minutes and 2 seconds. I hasten to add, that is only badge number 5. We still have to get both Chuck's and Jasmine's badges, so let's start heading back west. So I've started making my way over towards Cianwood City now. We must remember to pick up the secret potion from the man in the dodgy shop. We'll absolutely need that, and now we're in for a terrible time. We've got our first double tag team battle. Oh, this one could be bad. We are defense curling. Fortunately for us, the Hitmons don't have a particularly good special attack, and we've hill-belled away our paralysis there. We have hit with Psywave, it did absolutely nothing, but Future Sight knocks out the Hitmonlee, but we've got to get through the Hitmonchan as well now. Starting at 63 HP, and we Horn Drill. That works, Mew. Very, very, very well done there. We are going to take a heal. We'll get through the next gym trainer. This is payback for a couple of videos ago where I said I don't respect this gym in the slightest. They are all going to try their absolute best. Now, we start off with a Magnitude against this Machop. We string shot it because clearly we weren't fast enough. We've been sent to sleep via a Spore as Magnitude hits us. Crab Hammer doesn't do too much, and it misses a Zap Cannon. We're still asleep as it hits us with Twine Needle for super effective damage. Dynamic Punch confuses us. We wake up, we hit ourselves in confusion, and the Machop uses Solar Beam. We sing to send the Machop to sleep, and the Powder Snow hits it, and now we're on to Machoke. Reversal does a lot of damage, and an Ice Punch finishes it off. We're through Knob, only Lung and Chuck left to go. Let's do another very quick heal. You can also see we're running very, very low leveled because we are taking on as few optionals as we can. Normally at this point we'd be 3 or 4 levels higher at the very least. We're going to stomp on the Mankey. Out comes another Mankey, and we're going to hit it with some water. And here comes the Primeape. We double encore because we're both as daft as each other. Primeape uses a submission, and we sing to it to send it to sleep. We're going to reduce its accuracy with Mud Slap, then we're going to bind. We're going to now boost our attack and hit it with a very good Fire Punch. The Primeape goes boom, it's like, I'm out of here, I'm sick of it, and we do win the battle. One more heal with Nurse Joy here in Cianwood. She's probably sick of the sight of us, and we will get on to Chuck next. He is Gym Leader number 6. He is a fighting type specialist, and he is going to lead with his Primeape. We're going to be very clever here and start with a Mind Reader. Into a Bone Rush. You know, Bone Rush isn't 100% accurate, so we did need the Mind Reader. We're going to Safeguard, and we blow up. Let's try again. I really wish Chuck didn't yak so much at the start of his intro. We're going to go straight in for submission this time. Flash has reduced our accuracy, but we've swaggered the Primeape. We are synthesizing metronome misses, and we are just going to try and get any old attack off. We unleashed some energy, but we had nothing to unleash. A Swift rather finishes us off. We headbutt the Poliwrath. We fly up high, and we finish it off with a crunch. Oh, even I got a little bit confused by all the shenanigans in there. But we do get through Chuck, thank goodness for that. Starting to feel the run fatigue already, and it's only 46.5 minutes in. We get the air balloon. I will do some housekeeping later, but for now, we are going to make our way back to Olivine City, because we do want to take on Jazz. We may be 4 levels under-leveled, but does it really matter in a run like this? It's not as if she's going to be using powerful moves by her own free will. She's just going to be throwing the dice like us, and all of her Pokemon have really bad special defense. So if we can hit her with some special moves, then we might be able to get through. That is the plan anyway. We'll have a little chat with Amphi. He seems to be unaffected by the things that are in the air here in Johto. I'm going to double check that I picked up that rare candy. I did. That means we shall now leave courtesy of the escape rope, and we will make our way in to gym number 7. This is Jasmine. She is a Steel-type specialist, and she is going to lead with Magnemite. We Aurora Beam the Magnemite. That wasn't a very smart idea, was it? We have been bitten by the Magnemite, even though it has no mouth. We attack it furiously, and it hardens. Clearly it likes it. We can't Sludge Bomb it, Mew. It doesn't work. Just doesn't. We need to recover some HP now. No, not you. Us. Oh, she drank us. Never mind. We try again. We move. We'll get through. I have faith. Just hold down this button and hope for the best. A Sonic Boom into a takedown. Thunder the Magnemite and we knock it out. We headbutt the next Magnemite. It flinches. We're taking in some sunlight and a Solar Beam finishes it off. Here comes the Steelix. We throw a rock at it as it uses Super Fang. Magnitude does a little bit of damage. We make a substitute, and we already lose the substitutes. We try drinking the Steelix. It's not a very good idea, but Sacred Fire, however, does save the day. Mineral Badge acquired. Goodness me. There's that call from Elm. We are going to be able to make it through the bloody ice path at long last. I'm going to heal here in the Pokemon Center, and we are going to start making our way east now. Pick up the Max Repel because I'm still going to do regular repels on this challenge. I will go through the ice path, and I'm also going to do the housekeeping that I neglected to do. Oh, Max Revive, should probably pick that up. I'm going to try and buy as many healing items as we can when we get into Blackthorn City. Going to use up these regular repels as well, make some bag space. I hope you're enjoying this, by the way. I know it's completely different to a regular challenge run, and I hope you're not taking it too seriously, because I definitely am not. This run is all just for the hell of it. I've always wondered how Metronome Only would do in a solo run, and this is our chance to find out once and for all. And I thought Mew was a very good Pokemon to run it, seeing as Mew can learn any TM, any tutor move. So it just makes sense it has the widest learn set apart from maybe Smeargle. I am trying to figure out how to run Smeargle in 4 moves, by the way. I've got a couple of ideas, but I will finalise them. I'll probably have a little chat with the HM Friends in a HM Friends only video about potential ideas for Smeargle. So we do have that coming up very soon, hopefully, once I've settled on things. Max Potions, let us get 18 of them to begin with, and then we shall sell some stuff here. Sell the nuggets. We can sell the proteins, never going to use those. Sell the Max Revive, never going to use that. Sell the Never Melt Ice, not going to use that either. Don't need a PP up, don't need an elixir. Also, don't need these ethers. We are getting fairly loaded in this one. Not going to use the iron. I don't think there's any point in using any vitamins at all. I'm also going to sell every single one of these TMs. I'm not going to buy too many more heals, but I do want to get the Max Repels, because when we get to the Pokemon League, I will load up on full restores. That's going to be the way we get through Kanto for the most part anyway. Going to pick up these items here as well. Hopefully we won't get ambushed by too many encounters. I do want that. That is a revive. Again, sell it for money in a moment. Get this PP up, sell that for money. And now I will do the rest of the housekeeping and we'll meet back up. Before Rival 4 comes the executive at the top of the tower, and this is actually our first experience with a trainer with 6 Pokemon. We'll see how it goes. We start off with the Swords Dance, but we've been confused, so that means we are hitting ourselves harder in confusion. Psywave does nothing at all, and we have hit ourselves again. We bubble the coughing, it doesn't really do much, and we've locked ourselves into trash. Out comes the wheezing, we don't even one-shot it, but we do get rid of it. Here comes the coughing, we hit ourselves in confusion once more. We use confusion, we knock it out, and we are on to another coughing. Rapid spin doesn't do much, and we do take a reset. Let us try again. Kinesis on that first coughing. Powder Snow does a fair amount. We've sent it to sleep. We ideally need something like a Swords Dance or a Growth into a lot of good special moves. Blizzard hits there, takes out the first one. Takedown does a lot of damage on that coughing, but we have been paralysed courtesy of Dragon Breath. We are taking substitute damage, and we cut away the next coughing. Here comes coughing number 3. We would have liked that Morning Sun for ourselves, really. We've splashed, we've foreseen an attack, and we have confused that coughing. It goes down, and we get another coughing, because of course we do. Strength does a fair amount, Ancient Power finishes that one off, and we're on to Wheezing. Stillwing hits us hard, Flamethrower hits it hard, and Hyperfang finishes it off. We grow to level 37, we get hit by a low kick, and we start slapping this last coughing. One more hit takes it out, and we just about get through the director. Let's get the heck out of here. We don't want to battle him. We don't want to battle anyone. We need to get to heal quick, sharp, and in a bloomin' hurry, goodness me. Oh, that was one of our nasty battles all out of the way. We'll heal, and now we will take on Rival 4. Thank goodness we've already taken on those. We're at full health. Let's see how it goes. He is the penultimate rival battle here, leads with Golbat. We get our speed up, we hit it with a headbutt. It converts into the ghost type. Reversal then means nothing. We lock into Outrage, does a lot of damage there. We do quite a bit of damage against the Sneasel, and we knock it out on turn number 2. Out comes the Feraligatr, we use Spite for no good reason. We regain our health though, which is good, and we hit it with some fire. We're confused once more, we hit ourselves in confusion, but Guillotine means nothing. We hit it with an Octazooka now as low kick misses. We've sent the Feraligatr to sleep, and we one-hit wonder with a Horn Drill. Magnemite next, Crabhammer makes light work of that. We've got a Haunter, Horn Attack's going to do nothing, my love. Neither's Solar Beam really, because we've missed. Swift doesn't mean anything, we've been swaggered. We hit ourselves in confusion, and he's made a substitute. We get the bomb, and we get knocked out. This is actually the third attempt. That other one meant nothing. Focus Energy, we're going for crits. Critical Rain, yes, that's a good idea. We are going in for the KO. Critical hits plus Belly Drum. Look at that. A physical Bubble Beam does a lot. Oh, Bubble against Feraligatr is not a clever idea. But a Body Slam is, growing up to level 38 once more. Aeroblast the Magnemite, we don't care about type weaknesses. Smokescreen into Vise Grip, into Rest, we've regained our health. This is really good. Now if we can just hit the Haunter, we will be back on track. It's hitting itself with confusion, a Bone Rush finishes it off. We are through rival number 4. Oh no, I've got more rockets now, haven't I? It was all going so well until that final executive just before this one. Had an absolute nightmare getting through, but we are now on to the last executive of Team Rocket. We are starting off with a Razor Wind, knocking out the Houndour. We do quite a lot of damage with the return, and we finish off with a Super Fang on the Houndoom, and that just leaves Coughing left to go. It managed to somehow hit Hypnosis through a smoke screen. It's setting up with a Belly Drum. Oh no, a very hard Body Slam there. Toxic Mist, and we can finish it off with an Aurora Beam. Thank goodness for that. Rocket Radio Tower is all completed for another challenge. At least that's one load off my mind. Don't have to worry about the rockets anymore in this challenge. Let us now do double 1, 2, 1 and 2 for the radio card. We'll need that when if we eventually get to Kanto. We'll now go to Blackthorn City. We'll do a quick heal here in the Pokemon Center, regain our HP, and it's into the next gym we go. This is Claire's Dragon-type gym. We're going to try and battle as few trainers as possible in here. Starting off with Paul with his Dratini. We're setting up the rain. Very good. Let us just try and hit it with something. That would be a good start. Oh, we need even more rain. Can we have an attacking move, please? No, that's not an attacking move. There we go, a spike cannon. Into a spore. Very good. Now, if we can get some more attacking moves off, that would be absolutely brilliant. But I do believe we are now out of PP. We're going to have to try again. There's that weird interaction where the PP gets overwritten with Transform. And because it is fairly difficult to get into the code mid-challenge, I'm not able to fix that little Transform glitch. We'll just have to take a reset as and when it comes. Like I've mentioned a few times though, this run is not canon, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. This is more just to see how awful a run with just good old Metronome will be, and the answer is not as bad as I thought so far. Famous last words, I know. But we aren't doing too badly for ourselves. Let's full heal. Let us keep making our way through this gym. We had a repel on because I accidentally repelled instead of healing earlier. I'm not used to back healing that much. Don't really need it with the routing I take. Earthquake, brilliant move. Get rid of the Horsey. Hydro Pump the Seizure. Thank goodness Seizure doesn't have too much in the way of special defense. And a Headbutt finishes it off. We're not going to take on Mike today. Instead, we are going to take on Lola next. She has a Dratini and a Dragonair. We're going to start off by getting our health back up to full before we give a Dragonair a very quick kick in the face. And now we are going to bash this Dragonair with our Skull. Make sure we have no stat changes as we try and finish it off eventually. We've been burnt, but I was going to say that shouldn't matter, and then we get Pain Split. So it does matter in the end after all of that. Rage isn't going to do much. Lola, you horrible, horrible woman. Let's try once more. Spark the Dratini doesn't do much. Pursuit does a little bit more. Rolling Kick finishes it off. 1-2-1 as the Dragonair comes out. A super effective Dragon Breath. Deals a lot of damage. Let's regain some health. Sandstorm will now finish off this Dragonair. And we start and finish on 1-2-1. Let us use a max potion here and let's take on Claire. She's the final gym leader of Johto, a Dragon-type specialist, leads with Dragonair. We Leech Seed the first Dragonair and then starts Hyper Fanging it. Hidden Power doesn't do too much and Conversion 2 just fails. We slam the Dragonair and out comes another one. We give it a Karate Chop to the face, followed by another swift hit. We Heal Bell and Stun Spore misses, finishing it off with a Gust. Wing Attack does a lot of damage against Dragonair number 3, Psywave does next to nothing, and we hit it with a Flamethrower. We burn it, we shroud ourselves with Mist, and we are on to Kingdra. Let's regain some health first of all. We snore, but we're awake, so it means nothing. A Muck Punch does a teeny tiny bit of damage. We Poison Sting it, and we Hydro Pump it. Rolling Kick's not doing too much, neither is a Fire Punch. Whirlwind doesn't mean anything, we poisoned it though, and Mega Horn knocks us out. Let us try once more. We just need some good moves to come out. Substitute's annoying, but shouldn't mean too much really. That Crunch was a little bit mean, the Substitutes has faded. We use a Smoke Screen, so hopefully nothing will hit us now, and the Future Sight knocks it out. We miss a Mega Punch, but we do trap it in a Flame Wheel. Sleep Powder misses, and we hit it on our second Sleep Powder. Cross Chop deals a crit, and we knock it out. Sunny Day is now up as we get hit by Dragonair's non-existent wings. We use an Acid Armor to boost our defense, and we start headbutting the Dragonair. It uses a Seismic Toss, and we start slapping it. It's transformed into us, hits us with Barrage, and we've sent it to sleep. We drink the Dragonair and it does get knocked out. So we set up Rain Dance, we use a return, Poison Powder misses, and we start hitting it furiously. The rain is still up for no good reason. We've been glared now, a gust hits us down, but we survive on 2 to defeat Claire. We're not out of the woods yet though, we've still got to get through friggin' Darren. Let's re-heal all of that health and we'll use another full heal. Let us now start making our way into the Dragon Shrine. Now, I did accidentally use a repel earlier, so we can use that to our favour by not having to bag now. This is Dragon with his Dragonair. Dragon with his Dragonair. Darren with his Dragonair. Aurora Beam does a lot, not enough to KO, but we'll finish it off with a Hydro Pump. Let's start crossing the open seas. We don't need the elixir today. And we'll go into Claire's gym. Same answer as the Radio Tower quiz. 112, 1 and 2 does get us the badge from Claire as she enters into the Dragon Shrine. Time of 1 hour, 19 minutes and 48 seconds for the badge. And with that, we can start making our way towards the league. I decided to go back to Goldenrod and I have invested in a bunch of HP ups. I think that's the only stats really worth increasing in the course of this challenge. It might end up helping us a little bit more. It'll give us a tiny bit more staying power. And now we are on our way to the Pokemon League at Long Bloomin' Last. Don't need to use the heal house because I think we are at full HP. And we only have one mandatory trainer through here, thank goodness. That is, of course, Beth right here. She has a single Rapidash, so hopefully it'll be a simple KO, although getting hit by Crunch is a little bit mean there. It starts to have a Nightmare. We never see Nightmare, but we self-destruct. For goodness sakes. We had it and we threw it away. Thrash is trash, but it gets through. Second attempt for Beth. And with that, we are now at the check for the gate. We'll use another max potion at this point. We'll also stick our max repels up to top spot. And we should probably stick on a final super repel for this part of the challenge. We'll go and grab this other HP up and we'll use it straight away. That means we will now be maxed up in the HP up department. And we can take on the final rival battle. This time he is going to lead with his Sneasel. He has a full party. This could be very difficult. We start off with a quad super effective Rock Smash that doesn't even one-shot. And we are on to Golbat next. We use a super effective Thunder Shock into a super effective Powder Snow. And we make a Whirlwind and knock it out, growing up to level 41. Here comes Magneton. We use an Ice Punch as he uses a Dizzy Punch. We sing to send it to sleep and we start locking ourselves into Thrash. We get confused. We hit ourselves in confusion, but it's a very long nap for the Magneton. Psywave knocks it out, and up next is Haunter. Dragon Rage does a lot of damage, but then Milk Drink negates that damage. He headbutts us. We use a Horn Attack, but it doesn't affect it. We try a Roar, and it doesn't work. He's belly drummed now and starts to take a nibble on us. We hit ourselves with a Safeguard, we try and slam it, but again it doesn't work. We go down to Body Slam and Frustration knocks us out. Let us try again against this bloomin' rival battle. The higher the number of Pokemon in the party, the lower the chance of us getting through the battle. It's just a matter of time until we get the luck that we need to get through this battle. It will happen eventually, just nobody knows when. Let us start with a Shadow Ball this time against this Sneasel. It uses Metal Claw, we use Mirror Move, and it is meaningless. Vise Grip takes it down a little bit more, the Sunlight fades, and Sludge knocks it out. Onto the Golbat. Rock Smash, terrible move. Hydro Pump, not so bad. We're glowing, and there's a Perish Song. Goodness me. Let us keep on persevering. I'd expect our reset counter to be in triple digits by the end of this. Thank goodness Whirlpool misses. We've belly drummed. If we can regain some HP or do a lot of damage with Rollout, we could be on to something here. We grow up to level 41. Here comes the Magneton. We one-shot with a critical hit with Rollout. We still have Rollouts for the Haunter. Kadabra's next. We have just one Pokemon left to go. Cotton Spore means nothing. Kinesis is annoying. Sonic Boom takes us down a little bit, Payday does a lot of damage, and Rolling Kick knocks it out. There we go, we are through Rival 5 Purgatory. Let's heal our PP here, it's probably quicker than fannying around in the bag. What can we afford in terms of full restores? Not that many, we can buy our regular 4. Let's take a look at our stats going into the league. We are level 42 with 166 HP, 113 in attack, 112 in defense, 113 in the specials, and 113 also in speed. Don't forget these are just the out of battle stats. We will get a big buff in battle as we'll see now against Will. He is our first league member, he is a psychic type specialist who leads with Xatu. We use Recover, really clever of us. Surf does a fair amount of damage to the Xatu, and the double surf knocks it out. Xatu number 2 comes out, so we glare it so it's paralysed, we then lower its speed even more. We try and get out of here as it belly drums, Octazooka does a fair amount of damage, and it gets the Omni Boost. He's using a max potion, we hydro pump it and we swear. It uses Dragon Breath, it crits and knocks us out. Now it's at this point I want to mention that I had been playing with a level cap because I thought it would be fun to make this challenge even harder. However, we're at the league now, I think we need the levels, so I'm going to Rare Candy all the way up using the 7 Rare Candies I picked up. So we are now at level 49 and we'll try Will once more. I think at this point it very much is worth getting the extra levels. We sludge the Xatu, that's a very good start. The Zap Cannon has paralysed us though. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to take a reset. So yeah, I was hoping to get through all the way to the end with the level cap, but absolutely no chance in this league. We need to have the higher damage output at this point if we're getting through 5-6 Pokemon at a time. So that is what we shall do. The more staying power we have, the better. Reflect might be good. Fire Spin means nothing, but it is going to be some passive damage, and we are a bomb once more. Oh, we try again. Xatu number 1 comes out. Barrage is a terrible move, but it does a fair amount of damage. Strength finishes it off. On to Xatu number 2. We Dizzy Punch it. Reversal's terrible for him. Mega Drain's not going to do much. Iron Tail does a fair amount. And we miss our Horn Drill. He's set up a Sandstorm, which is very frustrating because that means we are going to be losing HP every turn now. Conversion 2 means nothing here. And we are starting to take the effects of the Sandstorm quite badly. It will fade very, very soon. Perish Song, take a reset. Flail's not great, neither is Glare. Wing Attack hits us for stab damage. Fire Blast somehow does more though. We take a drink of the Xatu. It uses False Swipe, it uses Roar. We are eventually going to go boom. How many times have we been at Will now? Feels like a lifetime. And this is only Elite 4 member 1 of 5, don't forget. There's another bomb. Thank you very much, Mew. Oh, we will get through. I hope we do. This video's due out on April the 1st. I really hope I can get it done. I don't want to have to save it for next year. Well, it might take me the year to get through. At this rate, anyway, with how slow things are going here at the league, it's like we've hit a giant barrier. Blizzard is great there. On to the Jinx we go. Fire Blast knocks her out. Executor's next. Magnitude 10 does a lot. Scratch will take it. Seismic Toss will also take. Poison Powder misses. String Shot doesn't mean anything. Metal Claw finishes it off. Only Slowbro left to go. Flamethrower is not good against that. Neither's Gust really. Mega Kick is, and we crit, and we knock it out. Thank goodness for that. 16 minutes to get through Will. And it's time to do it all over again, this time at Koga. Let's make sure we've healed first of all, actually. That would be sensible. Koga's league member number 2 of 4. Poison type specialist, leads with Ariados. Super Fang's a good start, Rapid Spin doesn't do too much, and we've just healed it. Well done, Mew. Very impressive. Swift does a fair amount of damage, and we finish it off with a Sludge Bomb. Here comes Fortress. We lower its defense. Rock Slide does a fair amount of damage, actually. Giga Drain's annoying. Blizzard hits. It tries to send us to sleep, but we finish it off with Gust. Muck is next. It tackles us. We use a Powder Snow. He uses a Bone Rush. Swagger misses. Vise Grip doesn't do too much. We regain some health with a Moonlight. Swift takes it down even further. We've shrouded ourselves in mist. We set up the sun, but he sets up the rain. And a Dizzy Punch finishes it off. We hit the Crobat with a Powder Snow. He hits us with a Thunder Punch. And of course, he paralyzes us. The Crobat then goes to sleep. We use an Ice Beam. We knock it out in one. And the last Pokemon is Venomoth. We hit it with a Presence. One more hit, please. Just one more. We've transformed into it. We don't care. Charm is good. Sludge Bomb isn't that great. Vine Whip, though, finishes off Koga. Oh, we get through on our first try. Thank heavens for small mercies. Full restore time and on to Bruno. Bruno is, of course, League member number 3, a fighting type specialist who's going to lead with Hitmontop. Frustration, yeah, I'm feeling that. Focus our energy, yeah, focus and concentrate, that's what we should do. Spike's meaningless in this. Spikes could be good. It goes boom, we survive it. We grow to 51 and out comes the Onix. It lowers our speed, we try and kiss the Onix, wouldn't recommend that, and there's a Perish Song. Let us take a reset. Perish Song really is doom for this kind of challenge. Submission knocks out the Hitmontop there, so we're back on to the Onix. Nightmare would have been good if it was asleep. Blizzard would have been great if it hits. Rolling Kick does a lot of damage though, and we start getting beat up. Seismic Toss finishes off the Onix and we see the Hitmonchan. We give it a slap, he gives us a bite. We give it a cross chop and away it goes. We've got Hitmonlee, we try and splash, we then use a double edge and it's a one shot, goodness me. Final Pokemon is Machamp, we recover our health, good idea. Confuse Ray is great against the Machamp. We give it a Drill Peck, it is confused, it's locked into Thrash, and a Shadow Ball finishes off Bruno once and for all. Should we take on Karen next? I've done it again, haven't I? We need to make sure that we're at full health first. Just like that. Karen is our final League member, she's a Dark-type specialist, leads with Umbreon. We are going to start off with a Dizzy Punch against the Umbreon and we confuse it. We look at it funny and it uses Fury Swipes. Tri-Attack does some damage, but we have been toxicked. We try once more. We give a nibble to the Umbreon as it uses Nightshade. We harden ourselves and hit it with Pursuit. We've been burnt. Take number 3 at Karen. Rolling Kick is good. Kinesis is terrible. I am considering taking a reset because that's just as bad as Sand Attack. We try sending it to sleep, but that doesn't work, so we just yeet a rock at it. And there's a boom. She's getting into Fury Cutter, so we spark her. She is setting up another one, and there's another Perish Song. Encore doesn't mean anything. Nightmare means nothing. Spore, though, is good. Disable doesn't do anything. Guillotine would have been great. Bide. What can we do with Bide? Not a lot, because she hits us with crap moves. Agility would be nice. Magnitude is terrible. Hyper Beam hits us for some damage. We've glared. Aeroblast with through the Umbreon. Onto the Murkrow, give it a Muck Punch as it sludges us. Zap Cannon misses, Shadow Ball is super effective. Sky Attack knocks it out. We're looking for a rest here at this point. Spike Cannon isn't the play. Safeguard's fine, Sludge Bomb knocks out the Houndoom. On to the Gengar. We are really just hoping that we can regain some HP. Bone Club's a one shot. We have a chance, a very slim chance. Ember's good, but Wing Attack knocks us out. We Psybeam and we are swaggered once more. Like last time, we hit ourselves in confusion, but unlike last time, her Umbreon's actually a Bombreon. The Gengar's glowing, and we blow up again. We grow to 52 once more, and out comes the Houndoom, and there's another bomb. So we keep on trying. We start off with a barrage against this Umbreon. We've been clamped by the Umbreon, that's very annoying. But we hit it with a Thunderbolt. We get released from Clamp, Reversal doesn't do much. We regain our health courtesy of Soft Boiled, we minimalise, but we have been paralysed via Spark. We're already paralysed Umbreon, it means nothing. We are missing our moves as she is missing her moves. We're fully paralysed, but Aeroblast knocks it out. On to the Murkrow. We hit it with a Thunder, we knock it out, we grow to 52. Here comes the Houndoom. It uses Metal Claw, we hit it with a Pin Missile. Mega Kick misses, we hit it with a Vise Grip for a critical hit, and she heals. We're fully paralysed, Fisher's going to do nothing on her side. We evade the Leech Seed, thank goodness for that. Jump Kick is a one-hit KO. Here comes Gengar. She gives us a present. We'd like a present if it was a present of reviving our paralysis. I can't even speak anymore. We try rapping, but Gengar doesn't hear our rap, so it doesn't care. Psychic hits us. We get a Spadef drop. We mud slap the Gengar away. It uses Metal Claw. It's biding now. Low kick's going to do nothing. Neither's extreme speed. She scratches us. I'm feeling like this one is slowly falling away from us. We've just got Vileplume left to go. Spike Cannon isn't great, but it does a fair amount of damage. Heal Bell, we are no longer paralyzed. That is good. We're glowing and we win. We are through, Karen. Oh, thank goodness for that. Max potion time. Let's get ourselves in front of Lance. So Lance is the final obstacle between us and the Hall of Fame. He's the liar with the flyers. He's going to lead with Gyarados. We drink the Gyarados, he uses a headbutt on us, and we throw a rock at the Gyarados. He crits us with Steel Wing, we knock it out with a Swift. Dragonite number 1 comes out to play, we hit it with a Thunder Shock, and we've paralysed it. We get a little bit of revenge, but of course, we're still having that explosive personality. We will try again. Lance is good in the sense that he has a lot of quad weaknesses that we can use to our advantage here, but our personality is just that explosive. It's happened 2 in a row. If we can get some ice and some electric type moves, we could be on for a fairly smooth battle, all things considered, compared to what we've had already. But that is always just a chance. Swagger could be helpful as well. 3 bombs in a row. Goodness me. Are we going to make it 4? Come on. First turn explosion. That would be fun. Encore doesn't mean anything. Pain Split just hinders us in this instance. Hyper Fang drops us down. Ice Punch would have been great against the Dragons. Fury Swipe misses. We've set up a substitute now. If we can get a recover, that would be wonderful. But it's not looking like it's happening. There's a Soft Boil. We take the Soft Boiled. We're through the Gyarados onto Dragonite number 1. Vine Whip is terrible against that. Bubble, even worse. We lower our head. It hits us with frustration. Skull Bash does a lot of damage because it's a crit. We're already got a substitute, goodness sakes. Rolling Kick's not going to do much at all. Guillotine misses, and that Dragonite's back to full health. We poisoned it though. We could maybe stall, who knows. The substitutes has now faded. We give it an encore, but that's not going to do anything in this. Slash doesn't do too much, and we have foreseen an attack. We would like to have one of those ice type moves ourselves, please, Lance. Twin Needle finishes it off. Here comes another Dragonite. It gets hit by Future Sight. We withdraw ourselves. Rage is a terrible move, but we are regaining health thanks to that milk drink. Rapid Spin would be great if it was a later gen, but it's not. Rain Dance into False Swipe. Mean Luck doesn't mean anything, and a super effective Twister finishes it off. Triple Kick on the Aerodactyl's at least going to run neutral, but it only hits once. We're confused. That's not great, but we have set up a Sandstorm against the Rock type. Very, very good stuff there from our Mew. We are now going to take a lot of damage through both Sandstorm and Bind, but Metal Claw finishes off the Aerodactyl. We are going to need something to regain our health. Pain Split kind of works, but also not. Heal Bell would be great for us. We've knocked it out with Water Gun. One last Dragonite left to go. High Jump Kick doesn't do much. Octazooka doesn't do much. Mega Drain will gain a slight bit of HP. It's now the normal type. We're paralysed, Sacred Fire finishes it off. We keep on trying, we are so close to getting through this league now. We just have to get a little bit lucky. Well, a very, very big bit lucky actually. And we haven't had that luck so far. We've confused the Gyarados, which could be good. But he's hit us with a Twineedle and he's no longer confused. He's getting all the super effective moves and we're just statusing around. That isn't what we want, really. We get through the Gyarados, so we're going to need some kind of healing move, hopefully. Pain Split works. Cut doesn't do too much. We've body slammed. We get hit by Icy Wind. It would have been great if that Icy Wind had hit him instead. Double Team could help, though. We have Hyper Fanged away the first of 3 Dragonite. We use Swift on the next one, and we have been sent to sleep. He hits us with Double Edge. That's not good for us, but the Nightshade misses. We use Soft Boiled. Good. We are boosting our health. Dragon Rage misses. Sludge Bomb hits. Mega Punch hits but doesn't do much. False Swipe doesn't mean anything. Sacred Fire has finally got a burn though. We are burnt as the Aerodactyl comes out. He baton passes into the Zard. We sand attack the Zard. Shadow Ball misses. Seismic Toss does fixed damage. We need a heal, really. Like a proper heal is what we are after. But we're not getting it yet. It may happen, it may not. We just need to keep our health going back up. Otherwise the burn is going to finish us off. I think that's what might happen on the next turn, you know. Sweet Scent in to KO. We've got to remember Lance has 6 Pokemon, so this is never going to be an easy battle. Leech Seed could give us some passive health regaining as we peck it as well. Safeguard will prevent status conditions for a few moves. Encaure's meaningless, as is Spite, and Leech Seed finishes off the Gyarados. Please give us an Ice-type move. That's all we want. An Ice-type move, not something that's not going to hit it. There we go, Ice Beam. Level 53 acquired. Give us another Ice-type move. Just anything icy. No, not from you. Wing Attack does something, but Morning Sun negates that, but Soft Boiled negates the damage we took. Beat Up, again, doesn't mean anything. Outrage, great. We can two-shot. We're through. Onto the Scarodactyl. Outrage does a lot of damage. We're confused. Ice Beam knocks it out. 200 HP for the Zard. We're confused no more. We are biding and storing our energy. We give him a little bit of damage courtesy of that, and we've been swaggered. We hit ourselves in confusion. Thunder Wave has paralysed us. This battle is suddenly falling out of our favour again. We've got 68 HP for the last Dragonite. Beat Up is terrible. Double Kick doesn't mean too much. Either way, Hidden Power knocks us out. This Mew is an expert at 2 things. Number 1, blowing itself up. Number 2, snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. We should have had this battle a couple of times, but we kept getting the worst possible luck. We need to regain some HP now in order to get through. Return with Belly Drum is great. We're at 639 attack. If we can keep hitting with physical moves, we're in with a chance. A physical move that actually hits would be good. Extreme Speed will take it. I really want a Milk Drink, a Recover, a Heal Bell, something like that. Mean Luck does nothing. Rest. Yes, rest is good. It's going to take a couple of turns for us to wake up, but I don't care. We have a lot of health behind us now. Come on, just hit with something. Something physical. Mega Kick. Yes, get out of there. On to the Zard. We don't need to swear. It uses Self-Destruct. It's the bomb now. Uno reverse time. Triple kick this Dragonite. We hit 3 times. Poison Gas means nothing. Payday seals the victory, and we are through Lance in under 2 hours. Oh, we are halfway through this challenge. I know, it feels like we should have done about 6 challenge runs at this point, doesn't it? Let's get our final Hall of Fame time for our Metronome challenge. And we are clocking in at 1 hour, 56 minutes and 24 seconds. Let's now take a look at the midpoint leaderboards. And can you believe we're not on the last page? We are quicker than the Piloswine challenge, and we are just behind the Raichu challenge in 209th place. All those challenges on the last page were in fact slower up until this point than our Mew with Metronome Only. Now, this is only half the story, but we have already spent a very long time in this first half of the challenge. So I'm now going to race through all of the Kanto storyline, and we'll meet up for a very, very quick, hopefully, gauntlet of all the Cantonian gym leaders. So there are still going to be another 8 gym badges plus the red fight left to come in this very special Metronome Only challenge. So I tell you what, don't you dare go anywhere, because Kanto is next. And now we're rejoining the action here in Seafoam Gym. I have taken on all of the mandatory trainers. I've already done Nugget Bridge, so it's just the gym leaders and Red left to go. And we're going to start here with Blaine. He is gym leader number 1 here in Kanto. He's a fire type specialist, leads with Magcargo. We use Slash against the Magcargo. It doesn't do too much as it snores. It recovers its health, and we have paralysed it. Not that it needs any help being any slower. Egg Bomb crits and does a fair amount of damage, and then a quad super effective Bone Club finishes it off. We Waterfall the Bumhead Fire Duck, so it goes away in 1. Here comes the Rapidash. We Tri-Attack, deal about half damage as it metronomes Flamethrower. We finish it off with an Earthquake, and that is the Volcano Badge acquired. 209.44 for the Volcano Badge. Let us now head to, not Vermilion actually, who should we take on next? Who's going to be easy? Sabrina might be easy actually. She's only got 3 Pokemon, so we'll do Sabrina in Saffron next. So for her we need to get in here, and then we'll take her on. This is Sabrina, Gym Leader number 2 as she normally is in Kanto. Psychic Type Specialist leads with Peskeon. We've confused the Peskeon. I also picked up the leftovers, by the way, to try and help in this Kanto section. We fly up high as Crunch misses, and we deal a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we've been sent to sleep. Horn Drill's meaningless, Pound is terrible, and so is Absorb. Very long sleep here, annoyingly, but we will eventually get through. Smokescreen is particularly frustrating. Back to confusing it, and it knocks itself out. We will use another metronome against this Mr. Mime. Flamethrower does a lot of damage courtesy of a crit, and it KOs. We Payday the Alakazam, it hits us with confusion. We Constrict it, one of the worst moves in the game, and we finish it off with a high jump kick. That is Sabrina defeated, Marsh Badge acquired. After that, we will take on our next leader. I've decided to take on Brock next. He's got a lot of quad weaknesses, and he's only got 5 Pokemon, so in theory it could be a little bit easier. Submission is a great start against the Graveler. Omastar is up second. Rock Slide doesn't do too much, and we've been sent to bloody sleep again. A crit headbutt really didn't affect us at all. Omastar uses Withdraw and Light Screen. It's setting up. Metal Claw means nothing in the grand scheme of things, and a Charm. We've been Twineedled. Reversal doesn't do too much, but neither does Drill Peck. Flail is annoying, but doesn't really change anything. We're back to full health as Stillwing finishes off the Omastar, and we're on to Rhyhorn. We're looking for a Water-type move, please. And we've gone Boom. There's our first Cantonian Boom. Let us try again. I didn't have a single explosion during the entire Nugget Bridge or any of the other mandatory section. It was glorious. But now we're back to our explodey ways once more. We've been paralysed. It doesn't really mean too much against Brock. It just means every 4 turns on average we won't be able to get a hit off. Submission will 1-star the Omastar. 1-shot the Omastar rather. Smokescreen on the Rhyhorn means it can barely hit us. Be nice if we could hit some kind of water move though. Last time I said that you went bang, so maybe I shouldn't be asking so much of you. I'll take a grass type move as well though, Mew. Anything you've got. Don't hit yourself. You see that Razor Leaf? Do it yourself. You know you can. And a Bubble Beam. Brock is taunting you. Are you going to take that? I think you are going to take it, aren't you? We're just waiting for the Poison Stall at this point. That's the only way we get through Rhyhorn. Here comes an Onix. Sonic Boom deals fixed damage. We're fully paralysed again. Skull Bash is meaningless. We crit with a Strength. We've locked into Petal Dance. This is brilliant. Please do not be fully flaming paralysed. For goodness sake. We take in Sunlight. We Solar Beam. We defeat Brock. There we go. Another Gym Badge acquired. And after the Boulder Badge will come the Cascade Badge, hopefully. This is Misty. She's only got 4 Pokemon. She leads with Golduck. We're straight in for a trash here. 2 hits on the Golduck knocks it out. We get rid of the Starmie, hopefully, in a couple more hits, as well as she goes for Future Sight and Horn Drill. We knock it out. We're not going to take too much damage from Future Sight. We Karate Chop the Quagsire as Aurora Beam hits. We finish it off with a little nibble. Growing up to level 59, and here comes the Lapras. We both peck each other. We must really enjoy pecking for some reason. Oh no, she's Zap Cannoned. We're supposed to be the Zap Cannon lover, not you, Misty. We'll have to Karate Chop you to finish you off, just like that. We get the Cascade Badge in 2:14:31. Goodness me. I think the next leader we'll take on is going to be Surge. He's a 5 Pokemon trainer. Pair of Electrode plus a Raichu, a Magneton, and an Electabuzz. We start off with a double Twister, and then the Raichu is biding its time. We poison it, and we swagger it. It knocks itself out with Confusion. Onto Electrode number 1. We use agility, clearly we want to outspeed it. Hyper Fang does a lot of damage with a crit and KOs it. We Thunder Wave the Magneton, getting revenge for all those times it's paralysed us. Magneton then uses a ground type move because it's the only chance it will ever get to use a ground type move. We miss our Fire Spin, but we clamp it. It's locked into a Petal Dance and it gets finished off. Here's an Electrode, we use another clamp. It uses Aurora Beam and then we lock ourselves into Petal Dance. That should give us a lot of damage against the Electabuzz. A crit finishes it off and we say goodbye to Surge. From Surge we're going to move on to Erica. And from Surge we move on to Erica. She's a grass type leader with 4 Pokemon and she's going to lead with Tangela. We body slam the Tangela as it stomps us back. We lock ourselves into Thrash and we knock it out. Thrash is a one-shot on the Jumpluff, and here comes Blossom. We're confused, which is annoying but shouldn't mean too much, as long as we can hit this Blossom with something. We snap out of confusion, we use a Seismic Toss as it uses a super effective feint attack. We copy the stat changes of the Blossom and then finish it off with a Sludge, and the last Pokemon is Victory Bell. We regain our HP whether we need to or not, courtesy of Rest. It then surfs all over us, but we are regaining back to full health. Double Kick doesn't do too much as it identifies us. We create a Whirlwind and Razor Wind finishes off Erica once and for all. Rainbow Badge acquired in 2:17:05. We're going to leave here and we're going to make our way next to Fuchsia City. That is where Janine lives. Janine, of course, taking over from Koga in a very, very nepotistic style move. She is a leader with 5 Pokemon and she is going to lead with Crobat. We boost our defense, might as well, and we Psybeam with Stab to get rid of the Crobats. We get a present refused to us there from the Ariados. We beat it up once as Fire Spin misses. We look at it funny and then we try a Vise Grip, but we miss. Magnitude 6 also misses, so our accuracy must have been lowered at some point. Aurora Beam, however, hits and we can say hello to Venomoth. She uses her Dire Hit as we lock ourselves in to Rollout. 2 turns knocks out the Venomoth, and then we continue rolling out against the Weezing. We miss against the second Weezing though, so we're going to have to use a Super Fang instead. We double kick it for a little bit of damage, and then we hit with a Bone Meringue. That is Janine all done and dusted. Can you believe that's 15 gym leaders out of the way? We only have 1 more left to go, and that is in Viridian City. It is time for us to try and take on Blue, and I will be mightily impressed if we get through this in under 100 resets. So this is Blue. He is the final gym leader of the challenge, a mixed type specialist who's going to lead with Pidgeot. We will start off with a Fire Punch, burn its wings as it makes a substitute. We do a double Fire Punch as it transforms into us. We finish it off with an Ice Punch and grow up to level 61. Alakazam is next. We try teleporting as it hits us with Stab Psybeam. We set up a Reflect and Zap Cannon misses. We get sent to sleep again, this time because of Flail, and we do not Metronome Snore. It's a fairly long nap, but the chip damage isn't really meaning anything at all. We hit it with a Twister and it converts into the normal type. We finish it off with a Cut, and here comes Rhydon. We use a Flame Wheel, which is kind of the worst move we could use. Nope, never mind, Leech Life's even worse. We poison it, so it is now on a clock as we lock ourselves into a Rollout. It's confused, it uses Vine Whip, and Rollout finishes it off. Onto the Gyarados we go. Rollout connects, Rollout one-shots, so we can say hello to Executor. We still roll out, we still finish it off, and we have Arcanine left to go. We use a Rock Slide, it connects and does a lot of damage. He is now healing. We confuse it. We Rapid Spin. He sets up Rain Dance. He must have a wish to get knocked out at this point. He's going to heal again, isn't he? Payday means we get some extra money for no reason at all. We are there, that's the full restore. We are getting very, very fast. We make a substitute. Might as well. We hit it with a rock. We don't get sent to sleep. We look at it funny with Leah. The substitute fades. We try and charm it, but he goes for a Crab Hammer. We hit it furiously several times, but take it just into the red. We fly up high, we miss our fly, he outrages at us, so we lick the dog, and we defeat blue on our first try to obtain the Earth Badge in 2 hours, 20 minutes, and 33 seconds. So let us now chat with Professor Oak. He is going to unlock Silver Cave. He doesn't know the pain and suffering we have gone through over the last 100 or so minutes. We're going to set up a max repel, we will air balloon back to Viridian, and we'll start the cycle down to Silver Cave. We don't get ledged on this particular occasion, but we are definitely going to be picking up the rare candy. We're going to use all of our rare candies on this challenge, get ourselves up to level 65 for red, which normally I'd be a little bit worried about, but we do have mythical stats on our hands. We'll use all 3 rare candies. We will also use a full restore. Did I dip into the Pokemon Center? I can't remember, so I'll just cycle back to take the opportunity to use a max repel, and we can air balloon back to Silver Cave in this instance. Now, I have done Sprout Tower because, honestly, why not? A minute or so is not going to make a difference on a run like this, so we can go through Silver Cave in the light. It's been so long since I've seen the lights here in Silver Cave. We'll park ourselves in front of Red, and we shall now dig in for a battle. This is Red, the final trainer of this Metronome Only challenge. He leads with Pikachu. We Hyper Beam the Pikachu, we knock it out in one. Pescion is next, he Ice Punches us. We get Strength, he uses Rock Smash, it's not very effective. Thunder Punch and Perish Song take a reset. Back to the Pikachu we go. We Thunder Punch it, not a very good idea as he minimalizes. Dizzy Punch has confused us. We regain our health with Morning Sun, and we are still in with a slight fighting chance. Vise Grip knocks out, and we're back on to Pescion. We Body Slam it, we do a lot of damage with the crit, and we paralyze it. We finish it off with Swift. Third Pokemon is Snorlax. We get the defense drop with a Rock Smash, although he is now throwing rocks at us. He misses the Comet Punch, but does set up a light screen, which is very annoying. Kinesis is even worse, and we are back to being confused. Hidden Power doesn't do too much. We flash the Snorlax as he sets up a Swords Dance. We lock ourselves into a Petal Dance. He misses his Fury attack as the Petal Dance finishes. Stab Pound does a lot of damage. Pain Splits heals us, thank you very much, but there we go, being a bomb again. I don't think Red has the potential to be quite as bad as some of the other trainers, but it's still not going to be great. We are really relying on things like Double Team and other scumbag strategies. Acid Armor could be good. We've locked into Rollout. Rollout is a fantastic move for Metronome Only. It is up to 5 turns of consecutively building damage. Look at that. We one-shot the Snorlax. We're already halfway through Red's team. We growl the Charizard. Powder Snow's not going to do much. Wrap is frustrating. We've paralysed the Zard though. Psywave hits very hard, but Pain Split regains some of our health. We can't attract. We use a barrier. Double Team's very annoying from him, but we have also lowered that Zard's accuracy. We are looking at... oh, Perish Song. We got so close, but so far. We still have a chance to get it under 100 resets. It's looking less and less likely, but you never know. Red has wasted one of his full restores because we sent the Pikachu to sleep. We send it to sleep again, and he's going to waste his second full restore. Rolling Kick does about half, and the other half comes from Octazooka. We sharpen, that is good. Clamp, however, is terrible. We do not want those trapping moves. We want to be able to regain our health as best we can. Smog's not great, Thunder isn't either, but we'll take it. Mega Punch finishes off the Pescion. Onto the Snorlax we go. We hit it with a Cross Chop. It is a crit, and we get the KO. We're looking for a Rock-type move now. That is what we need against this Zard. Triple Kick is not what we're after in the slightest. We scream Bloody Murder. We hit it with a confusion, we crit, but now we are confused, and we go bang again. Give it up for reset 99. Here we go. This is going to be the one. Bone Club the Pikachu. Get rid of it in one. Up next is Pesquion. We try and teleport as he uses trash. We make a whirlwind, and we miss. He gets the 3-turn trash. We get a super effective hidden power. It misses, and we miss. And he sets up the sun. We've confused the Pesquion now. It hits itself in confusion. We finish it off with Drill Peck, and we're back to full health for the Snorlax. We get a Sunny Day boosted Fire Blast, and it does next to nothing at all. But we get the D-Punch. Is it going to hit itself? Yes, it is. Full health for the Zard. Splash is terrible. Super Fang takes off half our health. Double Team is very useful. Double Team lets us get some misses on the opponents, just like that Constrict. Earthquake doesn't really mean too much. Sacred Fire would be great if it wasn't against the Zard, and we get guillotined. We are in triple digits for our resets now. Come on, we've got to do it. Egg Bomb doesn't one-shot the Pikachu. He uses a full restore. We use a Hydro Pump. That also does not one-shot the Pikachu. But now he cannot heal that Pikachu anymore. We use an Ice Beam, we take off a lot of health. Rapid Spin doesn't really do too much. And we finish it off with a Fire Punch. Out comes the Pesquion. He locks himself into Rollout. We minimalise, but Rollout still somehow manages to keep on hitting. We miss our Swagger as he sharpens. Karate Chop doesn't do too much. We've Sand Attacks the Pesquion. Quick Attack misses, as does Fury Attack, and there's a Perish Song. On to a reset 101. We foresee an attack as he gets a very strong Mega Horn. We set up spikes as well though. We recover our health. This is actually a really good setup to begin with. Sludge Bomb doesn't poison us. Comet Punch does something. Not a lot, but it does do something. Mega Horn finishes off the Pikachu. The Espeon gets hurt by spikes, and it's confused, and it hits itself in confusion. It's parafused now, but still manages to land a Fire Punch. We use another Spike Cannon, and we take it deep into the red. It's fully paralysed, and a Quick Attack finishes off once and for all. We Thunderbolt the Snorlax, and we paralyse its Kinesis, lowers our accuracy. Pain Split means we're back to full health, as it's fully paralysed. We have a little peck of the Snorlax. We try and drink it, but we miss. We have a Reflect up on our side, which is just as well because we have been hit by the old Confusion. Mega Horn does a lot, but not too much. We Constrict, one of the worst moves in the game. We try and Toxic, but of course we can't because it is paralysed. We Charm it again, we miss. We just need to get some hits off on this thing. Foresight means nothing. Morning Sun regains its health. Quick Attack doesn't do too much. We're looking for a Fighting type move. A Fighting type move is what we need. I'd also like some kind of Haze or Mist or something. We've confused the Snorlax again. It hits itself in confusion. We try and drink it. This is really a war of attrition at this point. We keep regaining and losing health. We've got Focus Energy. That could be helpful. We go to sleep. He hits us with a Fire Spin, but we're released from Clamp now. We're still asleep, he's fully paralysed, Frustration means nothing. We're locked into Outrage. Is this going to be a 2-turn or a 3-turn? It's just a 2-turn. We use Feint Attack, it's in the red. We use Absorb, it's still in the red. Fissure unaffected, we are lower level now. Extreme Speed takes it even deeper. Takedown misses, Future Sight's fine, Icy Wind finishes it off. On to the Zard we go, we get hit by Future Sight and fly. We throw an egg at the Zard, it doesn't do too much. We then get hit by Payday, our return misses. We don't get poisoned, but we do boost our attack. We boost it twice, in fact. We are protected by the Safeguard, we hit it with a Still Wing. He uses Sky Attack against us. We get hit by Smog, but we paralyse the Zard. We miss our high jump kick, Super Fang connects, and then we try Whirlwinding. We end up confused with D-Punch, we hit ourselves in confusion, he hits us with a hidden power, and we hit ourselves again. Vine Whip doesn't do too much, we miss our Bone Club because it's not going to affect the Zard. However, Leech Seed will finish this thing off. We have Blastoise next, it gets hurt by spikes, it hits us with Dragon Breath, and we are paralysed ourselves. Egg Bomb does a lot of damage. We're already paralysed, and Tri-Attack finishes it off. We grow to level 66. Here comes the Venusaur. We miss a Cross Chop. It uses Minimalize. We try and get poisoned, but we cannot be poisoned. Stand Attack hits us, so now we have no chance, really, of hitting it. And Guillotine finishes us off. We were so close, yet so far. Let us keep trying. Double-edged one-shots to Pikachu. He's not going to heal with any items in this battle. Swords Dance is good, but Constrict is not good. Barrage doesn't do too much. Mirror Move has failed twice in a row, and we get through the Peskeon. Onto the Snorlax we go. If only Waterfall was physical. Stab Quick Attack does a lot of damage. Petal Dance isn't what we're after. We're looking for physical moves, especially against this Snorlax. We're confused. We use a Thunder Shock. He hits us with a Psychic. We use Strength. That gets rid of Lax. On to the Zard we go. Bubble Beam will take it. The speed has fallen for the Zard as well. Spike Cannon is interesting and does get rid of it. Here we see Blastoise. We use Thunder. It connects. He uses Muck Punch. That doesn't really mean anything. And Aeroblast finishes it off. We're on 176 for the Venusaur. We set up a Growth. We use a Horn Attack. We take it really deep down. Sludge Bomb hits. Sludge Bomb connects. And we defeat Shred in 2 hours, 33 minutes and 52 seconds. This run is over. So let us now take a look at the final leaderboard for our Metronome Challenge. And it's looking like we're not on the last page. We are just behind Electrode there in 210th place. That means that Fortress, Corsola, Sunflora, the original Magcargo Challenge, and Shuckle were all slower than us, just having Metronome every single turn. Oh, goodness me, I never want to repeat that challenge again. I had fun, but even though I wasn't thinking about the moves I was using, this was probably the most mentally taxing challenge I have ever done. So I really, really, really would appreciate it if you leave a like on this video, maybe even share it with a friend, subscribe if you want to see more videos where we actually do sensible challenge runs. Of course, if you want to see the bonus videos that we have a couple of times a month, you can always join the channel membership and become a HM friend. But for that one, we're absolutely out of time and done. We have made it to the end of the challenge. I am off for a very, very long lie down now. So I will say thank you all so much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always. And I'll catch you all very, very soon.